Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Natalie with Natalie's Closet, and I will be right back with Getting to Know You episode 38. I'll see you in a sec. Natalie's Closet. So welcome back everyone. As I said, this is Natalie with Natalie's Closet, and today we're doing Getting to Know You episode 38. It shouldn't take too long, so I won't be keeping you like all night or anything. But first I wanted to welcome all of our new subscribers, as well as welcome everyone else back. Thank you so much for all of your support and for being here and watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. I hope the lighting is okay because I don't have my ring light on right now. I just have my overhead light, and I know sometimes it casts weird shadows, so hopefully it's not too bad tonight. But anyway, all of that being said, I did want to let you know, I know several of you, when I was going through the comments and responding, a lot of you were saying, or several of you were saying, that you couldn't wait to see the tour with Tammy and I, from Tammy with Twisted Stitches and I, at the local yarn shop near her. And I just wanted to remind you that I am doing the tours in order that I actually went to the shops. So that actual tour isn't going to be up for another 3 weeks. But I will go ahead and insert a picture of Tammy and I here. So that my mom actually took that picture. She was like, "Girls," and we turned around and she snapped a picture. I thought it was perfect. I love it. Anyway, we had a really great time, and you know, this is, I think, like the third time that we've gotten together. So I love having her so close to me. I mean, we're really good friends, and we really had a good time. And I love the shop. I was thinking it was going to be a lot smaller. I mean, it is a smaller shop, but it's beautiful, and they have tons of stuff and so friendly. Actually, Barbara from the shop was on my live this past Tuesday night, which I thought was kind of cool. So Barbara, if you're watching the video, hi, and thank you so much for being on the live. And I know she asked when my lives normally are so she can attend again. So that's really awesome. So anyway, that I wanted to put out there. And I think that's it as far as that. Now we'll get into Getting to Know You. Oh yeah, but really quick, another thing I forgot. Do you guys remember last week, I think, I opened up a Happy Mail that I wasn't quite sure what it was or who it was from, and then realized it was a winning a giveaway that I had won from Suzanne at God Crochet and Chatter. And it was this horse, and I told you guys I could not remember for the life of me what the story was. Well, I remember it. Well, I mean, when I went back to the video, and I couldn't believe that I forgot it. And also I wanted to show you that it's actually like an ornament, so that's kind of cool. Next year on my tree, it will be on there, or it will make an appearance at one point or another. You all know I like to change stuff up for Subscriber of the Week. But anyway, so the story that, or how she described the story is that Jesus made a promise to come back on a white horse, and the red symbolized blood, because Jesus's blood is supposed to wash away our sins. So I just really thought that was cool, and I told you guys I was going to share that with you, and one person actually asked about it, so I just wanted to make sure to put that out there. But anyway, thank you so much again, Suzanne, for that. I really appreciate it. Now on to Getting to Know You questions. I was going to ask you guys, and I'm sure it's there, and I was actually talking to Dawn earlier privately, and I said, oh my gosh, I really need to find, thank you to Emmy for my my address book, but I really need to find a book specifically for birthdays, you know, and because honestly, I really should use a day planner where I plan out either whether it's my day or week or month, etc. I really should use it, and honestly, I would love to commit to doing it, but I've done that so many times, it's just not funny. So, but I do want, I would love to be able to find like a little book specifically meant for birthdays, which I don't even know if they make it. I haven't even looked it up. if you guys have ever seen one, if you guys can shoot me a link to it, that would be awesome, because I'd like to pick it up. And I'm not asking you guys for that, asking you so that you send me one. I'm just asking if you guys have seen one, or if you have one that you love. If you could let me know where you got it, I would appreciate it. One thing Dawn did mention is how she puts birthdays into her Google calendar, which, yes, I'm for that also, and I'm starting to do that. I unfortunately don't know everybody's birth date. I may know their month, so I kind of put it in the beginning of the month so that I can remember. But I don't necessarily like having everything electronically stored, because if for some reason something went down, you don't have anything. Just like back in the day, I used to know everybody's phone numbers by heart in my head, and then now, how many numbers can you really say you actually remember? I mean, I know our house phone number, even though we never use it, but I know it because we've had it for ages and ages and ages and ages. But other than that, other than my own number and my mom's number and maybe one other number, I don't really remember numbers anymore, because everything's stored in our phones, right? So if, whatever happened and things went down, we'd all be stuck without stuff. And that used to frustrate me at my office when we were in our old building. I was one of the few people that had a window in my office. So when we would have power outages, because it's Florida and we tend to have power outages from time to time, when we would have power outages, not even during a storm, anyway, side note, I would continue to work. Like, I would be calculating bills and stuff like that. And people are like, why don't you just stop? I mean, there's no power. And I'm like, just because there's no power doesn't mean you have to stop working. But a lot of people end up not really, a lot of people really rely on the computers and stuff, and that's the only way they can actually do a lot of their jobs. And that used to frustrate me when I used to work at Yankee Candle or even Bed Bath & Beyond. Bath and Body Works, sorry, not Bed Bath & Beyond, Bath and Body Works. If the power went out, it was like, okay, close up shop. Which, from a security standpoint, I understand you don't necessarily want people to be lingering around when there's no power or whatever. I get that. But if you had a regular customer in there, it's like, I'm so sorry, we're done, please leave. Well, if they have cash, and or you have a credit card swipe machine, one of the old ones with the, with the carbon copy, 3-page, whatever it is, if you have a calculator, you could go ahead, figure it out, and still make the sale and run it later. Granted, there could be an issue. What if their credit card got declined? I get it. But still, cash, you'd be able to do it, type of a thing. But some we're so reliant on electronics that it's hard to think without them. And I'm totally right there. I'm not excusing myself from that. I've gotten so accustomed to stuff that there are times that I take, I need to just work on something manually in my head, or with a pen and paper, or pencil and paper, to just make sure I don't totally lose everything. You know what I mean? I don't know where that came from, or why this even came into being on this what was I talking about that we were talking about that? Oh, the book, the birthday book. Anyway, sorry, I got on a soapbox. Actually, it wasn't even a soapbox. It's just how just ways I think sometimes. My brain kind of goes a little wacko at times. But anyway, so if you guys know of one, have one, whatever, and it suits you well for birthdays and everything, that's, obviously in chronological order, I would love to know about it so I could go ahead and pick one up. I'm going to do my own search, but I was thinking about it today, so I figured, what better way than to ask you guys too. Of course, I would prefer picking one up, small business, but if that's not possible, then it's not possible. But anyway, okay, so back to episode 38 of Getting to Know You. So there is that. And then Dawn had asked me, because when I was going over BFL, I mentioned how BFL is a workhorse yarn. And she was saying that, I heard you say that, but I've also heard that superwash merino and nylon is a great strong yarn, which would be better for socks. Well, remember what I've mentioned to you guys is, in its natural state, merino is really good with being water resistant, and BFL, one of its perks in its natural state is that it resists pilling. But once you put it through the superwash process, some of the natural aspects of the wool are stripped away as well. Like merino ends up being, instead of water resistant, absorbs better color and water. And with BFL, it can also, it can strip away part of, I mean, obviously it's also based on temperature with washing and stuff, but some of the natural states of it can be washed away. So if you're dealing with, if it's between BFL and merino in their natural states, BFL is really a good thing for socks because that's a heavily worn item and it will resist pilling more than merino would. If it's in the superwash state, honestly, as long as you have at least 20% nylon with either one, that will help give it its strength, and both are great for socks. So I did let her know that in the comment that she left, but I wanted to go ahead and mention that on here just in case anybody else was interested in that. I am going to do further research in it. Honestly, I was looking up superwash BFL today and I really wasn't finding much like I did with superwash merino. With superwash merino, I found all kinds of stuff, but with BFL, not so much. So I'm still looking into it just so I can confirm what I'm telling you, but based on anything I have read and or heard on other channels, I think I got it pretty much right on that. So, okay, that is that. Now, I did want to let you guys know, this is part of a question, but I am working on my Patreon account. Now, I have a Patreon account because I've supported another channel before, but I am working it up for myself and have been working on it for a while, but it keeps going on the back burner because other stuff keeps coming up. But I am wanting to do that versus doing a membership through YouTube, only because I have had several people mention how they would support the channel, whether it's super chats or whatever, but they know a very large percentage, not very large, I mean, it's a reasonable percentage, but a percentage is taken out by YouTube. And so I was looking into Patreon, and I am planning on doing a Patreon account, and I'm planning on having at least 4 tiers, but a possible 5th. Now, my question for you guys, and I would really like your feedback, the 5th one would be the highest tier, which would be likely like $20. And it would only be there in the event somebody wanted to do it. It's absolutely, obviously, no requirement or anything else. It's based on what it is that, if you're interested, what your interest level is. And you, of course, would get all the different tiers that are underneath it. But my question, Patreon allows you to create your own merch. I do have a TeeSpring account. I'm not at the level on my channel to be able to put a banner underneath my videos, but I do have a TeeSpring account that I have some I think 1 or 2 t-shirts and maybe a couple mugs on there, which of course you would be able to purchase if interested. The link is always in the description box below. But Patreon allows you to create merch, and you pay a couple dollars. You actually pay a couple dollars into Patreon to have it as one of your tiers, so that if somebody is interested and actually subscribes at that tier level, they will be sent whatever the merch is that is set up. My question to you is this: would that be something that you would think is enough of a perk for any level, honestly? But is that something that's enough of a perk? Some of the other perks are like a shout out as a Patreon, being a Patreon supporter, or having your name listed in the description box, or I'm thinking about doing like a 50, because I've had a couple people ask if they could call me or do like a face chat type thing, or video chat, sorry, doing like a 15-minute call once a month if that's something of interest, and possibly doing a dedicated live just for Patreon members on top of my regular weekly lives, but that would be once a month. And then I was thinking also of having this level with merch if there's somebody that was wanting to do that. Of course, you would get the merch plus all the other levels, and those are subject to change, so please don't take it as gospel right now. But let me know if that would be something that would be of interest, and would that be enough of a thank you, like whether it's a t-shirt or a mug or a combination of something, a couple of smaller things. I'm not quite sure. I still need to finish looking into that a little bit more. But please let me know about that. I would greatly appreciate it. And you won't hurt my feelings if you say, what are you, crazy? No, that's not enough. that's fine. Let me know. I'm asking you guys because I don't want to come out with this and then you guys be like, what the heck? Is she out of her mind? Okay, well, we know I am, but you know what I mean, right? So anyway, that is my question or my homework for you for this week, is to let me know about that. And then, okay, as far as anything else, I did want to let you know, and I think it was Emmy, and I meant to check back and I forgot. I believe it was Emmy, but she did a moment of silence for the fact that Four Pearls Yarn Shop has a yarn truck. You heard me right. It's a yarn truck. It's basically a local yarn shop on wheels. And they were excited because it was only the second one in the country and the first one in the state of Florida. So I think that's pretty awesome. I myself haven't seen it. I haven't been following to see where it is or if it is right now with the current state of affairs. But yes, they have a yarn shop. And I thought it was cool that she actually went to the website like I had suggested, because they have so much more information on there. And that was what she came back with, was that there is a yarn shop, and did a I had to laugh. That was hysterical. But I wanted to let you know, yes, they do have a yarn truck. Again, I don't know if it's in service right now, but they do have one. Also, I wanted to really give you a thank you, a sincere thank you, which all of my thank yous are, but a sincere thank you at how much fun you all are having with both of my series, both the local yarn shop tours as well as the Small Online Business Wednesdays. So many of you have been excited about it, have really said that, you know, you're really loving it. You don't have yarn shops within driving distance of you, so this is a really great way of being able to see some, or you're not able to get out of the house for whatever reason, and this is a way that you're able to visit some yarn shops and stuff. So I just wanted to say thank you for that, because it lets me know that you guys are actually enjoying the content. Excuse me, I thought I put do not disturb on. I apologize. But sorry, hold on. What is going on? That is so weird. Okay, hold on. What is going on? A call keeps coming in and I can't change the... I thought it was going to start again. That was like 5 calls from the same spam number. That was really weird. I've never had that happen before. Anyway, I apologize. Again, I thought I put do not disturb on, but clearly I didn't. So what I was saying is thank you. It really lets me know that you guys are truly enjoying that, and that means a lot to me. And I know several of you have already checked out the websites for whether it was the online businesses or even the 2 yarn shops that I've taken you to. So thank you. That's awesome. I'm not saying necessarily you guys have purchased something, but you guys have at least gone there and looked at stuff. So I love that. Thank you so incredibly much. And letting me know that you guys are enjoying it is a great thing for me, because I'm having fun doing it, and I'm having even more fun knowing you guys are having fun. Does that make sense? Anyway, so thank you so much for that. And also, the last 2 lives that I did this past Tuesday and then 2 weeks ago on Tuesday, we played like trivia games. Family Feud was on the first one and part of the second one, and then we did some movie trivia. Several of you have thanked me and said you guys are having so much fun doing these games. I'm happy you guys are having fun, and I've been having fun because the questions that are the answers that we've had to several of the questions or statements, of course, has to do with yarn. But I've really been, I always have fun on my lives, but I've really been enjoying having the games. I have to look into getting some more games because we're almost done with the movie trivia. And then we have the Friends trivia. I'll see if I can find anything online to be able to do as far as trivia, but I know I've seen a couple of different games out there, so I'll definitely check into that. But anyway, thank you for that also, because that helps me with, planning stuff out. All right, and then the next to last thing, I just wanted to say, Beth mentioned how she liked my winterscape, and then she said that in her neighborhood people are actually keeping their exterior like holiday lights on to help cheer and encourage like first responders and essential workers, especially those hospital workers and delivery people, etc. And I think that's awesome. we still have lights up on our 2 crepe myrtles out front, and I'm like, you know what, why don't we just keep it on all year long? They're white lights, you know, or clear lights. I mean, restaurants keep them up. We have some neighbors every so often that will have something up. Why not just keep it up? But we're probably not going to, because we want the lights to actually survive until next year. And if we keep it out there in our weather and our sun and everything else, we're just gonna, yeah, it's just gonna kill them. But anyway, I just wanted to say, Beth, that is so awesome. I love the idea of it. I'm all for lights and bling and all that. You all know that. And yeah, so thank you for sharing that with us. Now, the last 2 things is I did a ticker on when I talked about my nails and asked you guys which would you prefer, UV, glow in the dark, or nothing, or bright colors, classic colors, etc. And then also when I asked you guys which of the small business yarns you preferred this week, I went ahead and I kept like a score on what everybody said, and I figured I'd share that with you. As far as nails, I had the least was the color changing. Now, one person said that they like color changing, and I love the idea of that. However, mine would always be set to warm. Like, it wouldn't be, my nails would never be cold. So my nails would just be basically staying one color. I like the idea of it though, but there was one for color changing, and then there was a 4-way tie with none, with 2 for bright neon colors, 2 for classic colors, and 2 with French manicures. And then the winner was the UV or glow in the dark nails with 3. So I thought that was kind of fun. And then when it comes to the yarns from Small Business Wednesday this week, which yes, I know was posted on Thursday, Amanda's Knits won with 13. And then now a couple of you said you liked all of them, or you liked the first 2 or the last 2, you know, so it could be kind of a mixture. But 13 for Amanda's Knits, which was the really nice and bright multicolored one, and then 11 for Direful, which was more of the pastel-y one, and then 5 for the Hue Loco, which was the poppy color. Now I love all 3 of them. I would have to say Amanda's and Hue Loco were my absolute favorite, but Direful's was definitely beautiful as well with the pastel colors. Now, before I say goodbye, I just wanted to let you know that today I got in my P.O. box, and okay, I'm not going to say what I was going to say anyway. There was that purple envelope, or like, yeah, envelope, and squished into my box. And I didn't get notification that anything else had come in from the small businesses, so I was like, I wonder what that is. Well, that is from 4 Pearls. When we'd gone back and forth multiple times on a bunch of stuff, and one of the questions that I had was, would you be willing to donate a hank or whatever to, giveaways? And I let them know that right now I'm doing like a surprise giveaway every so often, and they said, yes, we'd absolutely send you a hank of yarn. What I'm going to tell you is that just by what is in that bag, and I think that all of you will think not only the color is very pretty, but what it is would be enough that you'd want to make sure to watch every Monday and Wednesday video and make sure to comment, since you know that one of the Monday, and it could be any of the Monday or Wednesday videos that could be picked for the next surprise giveaway winner. Because what is in that bag is what's going to be whenever it is I decide to do another surprise giveaway. So I'm just saying, I think whoever wins or whoever wants the chance to win what's in that bag, I think you're going to be happy with what's in there. And just make sure you watch every Monday and Wednesday video and let me know what your favorite was, whatever was favorite in the local yarn shop tour, or whichever yarn it was in the Small Business Wednesday video. Just saying, because when I opened it, when I felt it, I was like, this sounds good. I wonder what this is. And then I opened it and my jaw dropped. So, I mean, it's one hank of yarn, but it's still, I think whoever wins is going to be happy with it. So anyway, it's not going to be anytime like really soon. Don't like, but I told you Monday and Wednesday videos are going to be getting a number. I'm going to use a random number picker to pick a number. Then that video is going to have the YouTube random comment picker pick a comment from it. So just make sure you watch the Monday and Wednesday videos and let me know what it is that is your favorite, because that is something I think somebody's going to want to win. Just saying. All right, guys. So I hope you guys have a great night. Stay safe and healthy. Love, hugs, and prayers to everybody, and extra prayers for anybody who needs it. Remember, for every season, there's a reason to crochet. And Miley says hi and bye to her peeps. My mom says hello as always. And you guys will see me on the next local yarn shop tour, and when we talk about alpaca, which is on Monday. So have a great weekend. Again, stay safe and healthy. I love you guys dearly. And yeah, just have fun. And I hope this new year is treating you very well. So I'll talk to you guys soon. I love you. Have a great night. Bye.